The Great Depression was one of the most devastating economic crises in history. Beginning in 1929 and lasting throughout the 1930s, it affected millions of people worldwide. The crisis led to mass unemployment, poverty, and significant changes in government policies. But what exactly caused the Great Depression? How did it impact society, and how did the world recover from it? In this video, we will explore the origins, consequences, and eventual recovery from this historic economic catastrophe. On October 29, 1929, also known as Black Tuesday, the US stock market crashed. Investors had been speculating heavily, borrowing money to invest in stocks, leading to an unstable market. When panic set in, millions of shares were sold in a single day, wiping out billions of dollars in wealth. Many banks had invested heavily in the stock market, and when the market collapsed, they lost significant amounts of money. As a result, thousands of banks failed, leading to the loss of savings for millions of Americans. With no deposit insurance at the time, people lost their life savings overnight. As people lost their jobs and savings, they cut back on spending. Businesses saw a sharp decline in sales, leading to more layoffs and bankruptcies. This created a vicious cycle of economic downturn and financial instability. The US and other countries implemented protectionist policies such as the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930. These tariffs raised taxes on imported goods, leading to a decline in global trade. Many nations retaliated with their own tariffs, worsening the economic crisis. In the early 1930s, severe droughts hit the US Midwest, leading to massive crop failures. Thousands of farmers lost their land and were forced to migrate in search of work. The Dust Bowl phenomenon turned fertile farmland into deserts, exacerbating economic hardships. Unemployment rates skyrocketed, reaching nearly 25% in the US at its peak. Millions of families were left without a source of income, leading to widespread poverty and homelessness. Many families could not afford food and relied on soup kitchens and charity organizations for survival. Hoovervilles, makeshift shanty towns named after President Herbert Hoover, emerged in cities across the US. Workers and unemployed citizens organized protests demanding government action. The Bonus Army, a group of World War I veterans, marched on Washington, D.C. in 1932, demanding early payment of promised bonuses. The government's harsh response to the protests further fueled public dissatisfaction. The economic crisis spread globally, affecting Europe, Asia, and Latin America. Many European nations, already struggling from World War I, faced political instability and economic collapse. Countries like Germany experienced hyperinflation and economic turmoil, contributing to the rise of extremist political movements. In 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt introduced the New Deal, a series of government programs aimed at economic recovery. Programs such as the Civilian Conservation Corps and the Works Progress Administration provided jobs for millions. The Social Security Act of 1935 introduced benefits for the unemployed, elderly, and disabled. Banking reforms, including the creation of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, restored trust in the financial system. The US government established new regulations to prevent future economic crises. The Securities and Exchange Commission was created to regulate the stock market. The Glass-Steagall Act separated commercial and investment banking to reduce financial risk. Although the New Deal helped stabilize the economy, full recovery did not come until World War II. The war effort created millions of jobs in manufacturing, agriculture, and the military. Increased government spending and industrial production helped lift the US out of depression. The Great Depression was a defining moment in history, reshaping economic policies and government intervention. While it caused immense suffering, it also led to significant reforms that helped prevent future financial collapses. The lessons learned from this crisis continue to influence economic policies today. Understanding the Great Depression is essential for recognizing the importance of economic stability, government intervention, and international cooperation. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more historical insights.